My tragedy between Discover Card and LinkedIn, loss of my financial reputation and suspension of my accounts. First, Discover Card is a credit card brand issued primarily in the United States. It is the third largest credit card brand in the United States. It is an electronic money transfer network. I try as much as possible to avoid using these cards in my transaction because they proved to me while dealing with them that they belong to institutions, namely credit bureaus. They are professional in fraud and that they steal my money in one way or another and report me through multiple agencies at the national level such as NCRAS, Equifax and Experian and TransUnion. All of these agencies in turn put obstacles in my way, hindering my ability to exercise my legitimate rights. However, I have to use this card within limits during my dealings with some companies, especially LinkedIn, as I pay the membership fee. LinkedIn is a business and recruitment-focused social media platform that operates through website and mobile applications. It opened in 2003. Since December 2016, it has been a subsidiary of Microsoft. It is primarily used for professional networking and career development and allows job seekers to post their resumes and employers to post jobs. LinkedIn can also be used to write articles and post photos and videos. As a university professor, a great scientist, a researcher, and a writer writing his articles and researches, I use this website to publish my scientific and literary works and innovations, and I have an account on it. Unfortunately, recently my account on this site was closed, and my works were stopped from being published. The reason for this is that LinkedIn violated some of the terms of its contract with me regarding financial transactions between it and me, and they did not perform the optimal role that I expected when I contracted with it. It prompted me to go back to the bank I deal with in paying my transactions, the credit office, and explain to them that LinkedIn did not perform its role as required and did not adhere to the terms of its contract with me for 2 years. As I did not receive satisfactory service from them as agreed upon in the agreement, I need to refund the value I paid them over the past 2 years in 2 payments. Each payment represents the value of 1 year for which I did not receive any service. The amount was approximately $390 for each payment. Indeed, the bank's response to me at first was optimistic, saying that I had the right to recover the initial payment of my money and that it was ready and present in my account, and therefore I withdrew it. As soon as I recovered this amount, the bank notified me that I had to return it or agree to my request to recover my financial dues, retract their decision, and ask me to return the money or add other amounts for which I didn't receive any service. How is this when they stole a lot of money from me and did not provide good service in return, and they still owe me another payment they have not paid? It made me even more angry, and I was determined not to return the money to them. Although I tried many times to contact LinkedIn, I did not find a response to my correspondence, and this was within 2 full years. Although, unfortunately, this small amount has ruined everything on my financial transactions and business because they could contact the credit office, which deducted the equivalent of 130 points from the credit score. Accordingly, my points decreased from 780, which was supposed to be 830 plus excellent, to much less than good and become 606. It is considered dangerous matter in business because I cannot withdraw any money or carry out any business, which has harmed my business projects and financial reputation with all banks. Since then, the bank has mistreated me and refused to give me my financial dues. The credit bureaus is very abusive because they force me to pay regardless of whether I am at fault. I contacted the credit bureaus several times and expressed my willingness to pay double the amount, which is not a debt in the first place, to restore my credit standing to its previous state. But there is no life to whom you are calling. In addition, I have not received the second payment because LinkedIn has not agreed to return it to me. Unfortunately, all of this affected my financial reputation, and the doors of my companies were shut because I was demanding my rights after 2 years of injustice. Financial credit bureaus are nothing but ugly racist entities and cooperate Financial credit bureaus are nothing but ugly racist entities that cooperate with old banks and stand against Americans of foreign origin. Anyway, I have to pay and still do not get any service. I express my frustration when I deal with these banks whose goal is to tarnish my financial reputation. I believe that they are gangs that act racist against Muslims, Americans of African descent, and the elderly as well. Their attitude towards me is still racist and strict. They have recently published false and baseless information about me in all my accounts with different banks, institutions, and companies. I have compiled a record over the past few years. LinkedIn closed all my business accounts, leaving me in an unenviable situation. It got me into a lot of problems that I still suffer from to this day. The bank put me in a successive predicaments and deliberately distorted my financial reputation to tighten the siege on me from everywhere and get rid of me. I will never surrender to that siege and expose them publicly until I regain my rights, money, and reputation again. They started with injustice, and those who wrong it will know which way they will turn.